All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Final hour session. Little video update. Thursday, August 14th. S&P NASDAQ just sitting at those all-time highs. They're very close to them. With this week, the market still just is trying to push higher. We have a monthly expiration tomorrow. I'm curious where things are going. I had a great masterclass series this week in my double ups. I've had some nice wins this week on daily profit play. I did take a sting on Tuesday. Followed the plan, did everything according to my calculations, still took a loss. Net, I'm grinding through the week for that, but have hit some fresh all-time highs in the portfolio. We had a pullback today, which I thought was interesting. We hit all-time highs on Bitcoin overnight and saw a lot of celebratory tweets and chats and everything coming through, but the market rejected pretty hard. So we hit all-time highs around 124.7. Bitcoin is down about 4% today. That dragged a lot of things with it. So MicroStrategy down to 372, possibly a gap fill coming soon. Gold still very sideways and choppy. I like a lot of positions on GLD, just buying more gold on dips or selling lots of puts, naked puts to take some ownership at a discount. I still like silver quite a bit. Silver to me is technically any dip on silver into these moving averages I am buying, looking to go up towards all-time highs. Look back to 2011, look back to 1980, spot price of silver around $50. That's where I'm targeting. If we go to Ethereum, hit some overbought conditions, finally starting to pull back. Not a surprise. We've had a heck of a run here. Swing, pullback, swing, pause, push, almost all-time highs, just shy of those all-time highs. I expect the topping pattern to hit here relatively quickly. Copper, I'm going to stay out of that one for right now. Germany, looking like we're trying to get back to all-time highs. UK hitting all-time highs. Argentina hanging out. China poked all-time highs yesterday. Interesting. Brazil looking like a pretty good buy zone. Latin America, same thing. Mags still creeping higher. Had all-time highs again yesterday on Mags. Apple, looking for a pullback here on Apple. I do have a newsbreakers trade that's running. Amazon filling all of this earnings gap, probably going to all-time highs. Broadcom yesterday made an all-time high. Google still stretching towards all-time highs. Meta still in this little post-earnings island area, poked an all-time high on Tuesday, Wednesday. Microsoft faded off that kind of exhaustion gap where we had a huge rip on earnings, faded back down. I think there's a lot of good support on Microsoft to still find some bounces. 100 moving average on Netflix, finding a nice bounce. I'm still looking to buy it lower. NVIDIA 182. I'm looking to see if tomorrow we can get up to like 184, 185. There's a really nice liquidity level. Let me show this here. So I was sharing this today during my Thursday, Friday search for some trades, and NVIDIA has a monster level right here at 185. So I'm looking to see if price can reach that tomorrow. Maybe we do it intraday. Maybe we have a gap higher. Earnings aren't for another week or two. I think earnings might be next week on NVIDIA. So the 27th, that's going to be another 2 weeks out. So we will see. Tesla still pretty sideways, but I like this longer term picture. I think Tesla has room after just a huge beatdown this year. We're carving out like a nice bullish pattern, wedging here, consolidating, accumulating. Hopefully Tesla before long, maybe 6, 12, 24 months out, we're talking all-time highs, maybe sooner. Bond market, still pretty sideways. I'm actively lowering my debit costs on the diagonal spread, trying to get rid of my TLT position, adding more to GLD. 10-year yields continue to stay relatively sticky. We had CPI, PPI this week. We're not seeing yields go down anytime soon. Even with the Feds cutting rates in September, possibly September, October, December, yields will matter. If you want to see the markets go up, you're going to want to see this drop down. If you want to see markets go down, which probably not a lot of people do, you're going to see yields go slightly higher. Currency-wise, let's just take a quick peek at currency strength. Currency strength from yesterday's price action. Japanese yen was the strongest on the day. Aussie, New Zealand were the weakest. Dollar made a late charge around 9 a.m. Eastern time, started to get a little bit higher. Let's take a look at DXY. DXY at 98.20. I still think the DXY pushes back into the hundreds, maybe the 101, 102 handle before the dollar gets faded once again. Oil, gold, silver. Let's go to oil. Oil maybe catching a bit of bid here, probably choppy around 65. I've got some futures positions that have lows at 50. So as long as we stay above $50 on oil, I'm making some dollars there. Natural gas right at some really strong support. Maybe some higher natural gas prices coming soon. It's a tough one to buy. I'm just doing a diagonal spread, so I'm out to 2027 on long calls, and I'm actively selling against it. Gold, I'm selling lots of puts on GLD, like I said. Silver, I'm holding shares and selling puts on SLV. Bitcoin, I'm holding IBIT. We just poked a high yesterday, but we faded today. I think there's still buy and dips with all these dynamic moving averages. This is a 50, 100, 144, and 200. Overall, tape was pretty sideways today. SPY 0.01, Q's down 0.08, Dow at 0.06, Russell down 1.29. Actually, a pretty big fall on Russell today. So I still expect the pullback to happen. Here's why. Overbought conditions with divergence on the SPX. We might run into some major call resistance right around this 6,500 handle. I mean, we're already at 6,460. If we get up to 6,500, I'm going to be actively looking to defend that level with some sell calls. Most likely bear call spreads. I'll be trading those through my daily profit plan throughout the day. Come and join me tomorrow. This room is free every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow's going to be Fast Money Friday. Hopefully get a nice trade lined up and a good trade on the day. We had a great week in Double Up Alerts, just a great masterclass series, classes on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Pinch Point Scanner had a couple winners automatically close out. Let's see here. Put some new trades in on Project Options Edge. Double ups, we have a couple trades running into tomorrow. Waterfall income, pretty steady. I'm hoping that we get a profit trap opportunity by the end of August. The one thing I'm watching for seasonality is there's not really a lot to stop this, but we do have a monthly expiration tomorrow on the 15th. Usually when prices are going up into those option expirations, they tend to go sideways or fade shortly after. So I think a dip is coming. My question is, how big is that dip? Are we going to make the dip that I'm talking about technically, which is falling back to a 50 period or these previous all-time highs? Same thing on the NASDAQ. Are we falling back to the 50 period or the previous all-time highs? There's room for all of those to be hit. It could just be a little bit of a shakeout. Maybe get the scared traders out of the market, rattle them a little bit, and then the bigger positions come back in to buy the dip and see if we can ultimately get to all-time highs by the end of the year again. Or we might just continue to melt up coming into the Fed rate decision. I am legitimately concerned that if we melt up and make all-time highs through early September and we come into September 17th, I think the market's going to form a bit of a top after that Fed rate decision, because it would show me that a lot of that rate cut cycle is priced in, and that might be a bit of a topping pattern. So I almost think it'd be healthier for us to see a correction or at least a sideways move first, and then have us buy the dip going post-Fed, as opposed to melting up, getting to the Fed announcement, and then all the good stuff's been priced in. We shrugged off the trade war. We're now seeing the markets excited for these rate cuts. If they keep ripping all the way through, I think we're just getting ourselves into bubble-type territory. So look for some pullbacks. I expect some maybe 3, 4, 5% corrections, maybe something nastier because it is August, September, so who knows. But buckle up, expect volatility. We'll show up every day and grind per usual and hammer out some wins. So hope to see you on class tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time for Daily Profit Plan. Join me in Zoom. Join me on YouTube.